Hey there, Elder Statesman back here again. We've got another deck tech. So today we're going to be looking at this Esper Control deck and see how this does in Best of One. This deck came from, I believe, the Mythic Championship recently. So a typical control deck, it's got a lot of creature removal because there's a lot of mono red out there. But what this deck does that's different is it's creatureless. The idea being that you can blank a bunch of cards in your opponent's deck in Best of One. They're not going to have the chance to sideboard anything out. So when you play against another control deck, you're going to have cards that are still useful because they might have some creatures to kill, like Hydroid Krasis or something like that. And they're going to have just a stack of dead cards because you run no creatures. It does mean it takes a little bit longer to win. Sometimes people just give up because they realize you're in a commanding position. But you're basically winning through Teferi and Karn. I've played a few games with this already. Won about half my games. It's definitely a tough deck to learn to play. It's not as straightforward as like a mono red aggro deck. But we're going to play about 3 games here, see how it does in the Best of One ladder. So, all right. Search for Azcanta is a key card for us. Thought Erasure also is very good, but if we can get down to Search for Azcanta and protect it, since everything in our deck is non-creature, that's just going to give us a bunch of card advantage and card selection. What do we got here? The only negative about this is that all of these lands are going to come into play. Oh no, this one here will not. So we can play Godless Shrine tapped on 1 and play this untapped on turn 2 so we can get the Azcanta into play. So we're going to keep this. And then if we need it, we've got Cry of Carnarium for turn 3, which it looks like we're going to need against this deck. Play the search. Okay, let's do Witness. Okay. That ability doesn't really help against the Cry. The Cry also keeps the Hunted Witness from... yeah, we're going to keep that. Keeps the Hunted Witness from creating a token. So I could play the Godless Shrine and take out these 3 creatures right now, but what I'm worried about is the History of Benalia. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this tapped, and we'll use Thought Erasure and see if we can snag one of those board guns into play. No. Venerate Loxodon I'm not too worried about. What does he have? Let me see. If he plays a Benalis Marshal, that only gives him 4 creatures. So either one of these by themselves isn't enough to keep the creatures alive through a Cry of the Carnarium. The Conclave Tribunal I'm a little worried about because it's going to take out the Search for Azcanta. So I think I'm going to snag that. And then that way next turn... yeah, I'll keep that land. And next turn I can Cry of the Carnarium and take out most of his attackers. Okay, good. I'm glad he played that rather than the Benalis Marshal. I don't take it too much damage. Keep that on top. And sweep the board. Now these 2 creatures will be a little bit harder to kill, but I have... we'll keep that. I've got spot removal for that. We're going to get the Teferi into play though and start drawing extra cards.
Sorry.
Sometimes that's all it takes. At this point, if they don't have a way to kill Teferi right away, I'm going to untap and start protecting with counter magic. So it's kind of an easy win. easier than most of the games I've played with this deck. Okay. Yeah, it was a lucky draw on my part because I only have the 2 Cry of the Carnarium in the deck, and I really needed it against that mono white. Alright, I'd have 2 lands untapped, so I could cast Thought Erasure or Cast Down. Probably the Thought Erasure. I'm gonna give this a try just because I've got 3 spells I can play on these 2 lands. I'd like to draw into some more. Maybe get the Kaya's Wrath up. Let's see, that's the one. Tapped. This deck runs 12 of the shock lands and then 12 of the check lands. So you always want to make sure that you play your tap lands first because you don't have anything to play in turn 1. Here we're gonna Thought Erasure. And we're going to look for land with our Surveil. This guy is hexproof from black. He's got 2 Conclave Tribunals. I kind of want to get rid of those, but I'm going to take damage from the Knight of Grace until I can get a Kaya's Wrath up. Just because I can't kill it with my Cast Down or my Mortify. But I think I need to get rid of this. Oh yeah, I'll keep that on top. Since Teferi is my win condition, I need to be able to get that out a little bit sooner if possible. So I've got the 2 white, I've got the 2 black, I just need any land. Will get me the will get me to the Kaya's Wrath. So I kind of would like to save these, the removal for after Kaya's Wrath. Just depends on if he plays a 3rd creature or not. Yeah. Ooh, Tithe Taker. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I need the Wrath. Now the Wrath is going to leave behind a creature, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I should cast down this Tithe Taker. So that way if I do get the land, I can just sweep the board. Who is this guy protecting? He's protecting the Knight. So maybe I need to take out the Bodyguard. And yeah, I'll leave a 1/1 behind, but that's better than leaving the 2/2 untargetable behind. So okay, give me land. That's not a land. Okay. I'm gonna pass. I can still play Cast Down, but I kind of want to hold up the Negate in case he plays a History of Benalia. Okay, that guy's gonna die to the Cast Down. Okay, I really need that 4th land here. Thank you. So he still has this Conclave Tribunal, so I'd like to wait to get out the Teferi until I can protect it. Oh, I forgot I got Mortify, which means I can kill the Conclave Tribunal. Ooh, well that works. Get rid of that. Yes. Okay, so I can get the Teferi out next turn. We're just going to negate that. And we should be in a pretty commanding position after this.
I know my response. You know what? I'm not done yet.
I want to make sure I can cast the negate. Not worried about killing this quite yet. Yep, figured.
Time for Plan B.
Okay, so Plan B is mortify the spirit and use the Teferi to put this 3 cards down. Buy myself some time to draw into an answer for the Vanguard. And I still have the mana up for the negate. I do have 4 absorbs in this deck.
Much more malleable than people think.
I've got a Karn that can create blockers. Ooh, don't have a counter for that though.
No time for a break.
That'll kill one guy when he has it. Teferi's gonna die because I want to save the Moment of Craving to kill Sedanto Vanguard.
It's only a matter of time.
Ooh, double. Okay. I'll need a Wrath of some sort. What can I get for 3 mana if I cast this Chemister's Insight? I can get like a Mortify. Potentially I could get a land and a Vraska's Contempt. Cry the Carnarium doesn't do it on its own. We'll give it a try and see what we can get here. Karn. Needed that a little bit sooner. So keep me alive for a turn. We'll get rid of the negate. Oh, that's not going to be enough on its own. Drops that to a 3. I'm still going to take 6 damage. Yeah. Yep, you got me on that one. Did not top deck very well. That's why that search for Azcanta is so useful. Once you establish control and you're essentially playing off the top of your deck, you get better draws. Okay, we'll do one last game here. See if we can get a win. Okay, I like the search. I can get into play on turn 2. We'll keep that. Mono red. Ooh, okay. Mortify will be nice. So I might have to wait on the search. Cry the Carnarium. I'm going to Thought Erasure this turn. Try to take a burn spell out of his hand, potentially. I wanted to play the Pyromancer, so I'm going to get rid of the Skewer the Critic. I'll keep that. So if he just plays the one spell, I can cry the Carnarium away all his creatures. That'll help me stabilize. Perfect. Alright. I've got 2 black. Oh, no, I don't. I've only got 1 black. Okay, so I have to play this. But it's necessary. Okay, we're going to get the Karn into play, start drawing some cards. I want land, so, I mean, that's most likely what he'll choose to give me. Maybe not. Okay, Precognitive Perception. Okay. Got a cast down for that. Oh, even better, I got a Vraska's Contempt. I could cast down the Chain Whirler and play a Search for Azcanta, which is a pretty good play. But he might not play any more creatures. Like it hit with the Vraska's Contempt, which would force me to hit my Karn with it. So, let me see. I'm going to draw first with the Karn.
You may regret that choice.
Ooh, that could actually be pretty good. Okay, that changes things, because I could knock a spell out of his hand. And kill the Chain Whirler. Man. I still think I need Vraska's Contempt right now. I can let him draw cards with the risk factor and then use the Thought Erasure to pick apart the hand a little bit if I need to. Ooh, okay. So land would be nice.
Well chosen.
Comes into play tapped. Okay. I can cast down and Mortify. If I drop down to 3, because I have to do this, I think the better way is Thought Erasure. We'll get rid of the risk factor. And we'll cast down a Lava Runner. And I hope I survive a turn. Definitely decline. Give him 3. Oof, that's rough.
The choices we make reveal who
we are. Can Mortify 1. I probably should have created a token to block for a turn. I don't think there's anything I can Chemister's Insight for. Yes, Mono Red's a tough matchup. But we'll try one more game. This has not taken much time. I'll do one more game with this. We'll see if we can maybe face off against a mid-range deck. The Mono Red deck, of course, has no dead cards because it runs all burn spells. Okay, I can keep that. Need white mana for the absorb. The search for Azcanta is pretty nice. Sacred Foundry. So he paid 2 life for that to come into play untapped. Interesting. Maybe he's expecting to have to use a shock. There's the white mana I need. We're going to get the search out. Yeah, that doesn't do much to me. Librate that. Alright, I'm gonna hold up the absorb for this turn. Next turn, either Thought Erasure and Negate or double Thought Erasure. Meanwhile, looking for some sort of Wrath effect to clear the board. I'm going to absorb this. I'd love to use the Negate. Actually, you know what? The Negate's probably the better way to do this. Just because there's fewer things this can counter. I know it's not the most mana efficient. But I can always double Thought Erasure next turn. I do need the second white mana if I want to do a Kaya's Wrath, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, what's he got? Well, I definitely want to get rid of the Lyra. And I'll take out the Resplendent Angel as well with the other Thought Erasure. That's okay, but it's not going to kill the 3/1 guy. You put it in the graveyard. That'll get rid of the Vanguard. That's pretty tough. Okay. Okay, so I definitely need some sort of Wrath effect here. Hey, there we go. Just what I needed. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't do anything too devastating this turn, and then next turn I can keep up and absorb. Ugh. We're gonna graveyard that. Yep. We'll start digging for a way to kill this Rekindling Phoenix. Start digging with Azcanta. Oh, Cry of the Carnarium would work after I killed it the first time. I could cast this and some other spell. I'm going to hold on to it. It's not what I need right at the moment, but ooh, that works though. That's pretty good. Keep that from coming back or any others. Do I want another search? Like I kind of want the Precognitive Perception. Okay, so I want to... Oh, he's going to concede. My plan was to set up so I could still cast the Absorb after the Preconception. So, deck went 2 and 2. I played basically all, for the most part, all aggro decks. Which is tough, but It's pretty good against mid-range too, because like I said, it blanks a lot of their spells. So that is the deck. It's done pretty well for me so far. So if you liked the video, please hit like and subscribe. Comment down below if you've had any success with this deck. If you have any versions of it that you might think are better. And if you have any decks you'd like to see me try to play. In the meantime, I will see you on Friday for another Rivals of Ixalan draft.